And I know you guys are like, oh my God, these are like everyday things. These are not really special things. These don't feel special. I thought self-care day was supposed to be special. Well, you can make these little activities special to you. So it seems like people are kind of getting tired of the self-care trends that have been circulating, especially based on what I've seen in TikTok comments. And those TikTok comments actually led me to start kind of researching. I found a slew of articles of how people are just not feeling the entire aesthetic around self-care. But the more I looked into the comments and the articles, I started to see that it's not actually self-care that people are not feeling right now. It's more about how self-care has become overly expensive, overly complicated. And I would honestly say that most people are feeling the effects of being too influenced. And it's kind of taking away from being yourself to a certain extent. And self-care is supposed to be doing what works for you, doing what makes you feel better, makes you feel like that you're caring for yourself. But it does seem like that whole concept is sort of getting lost in all the noise. I saw a comment from you guys, so I know that you all agree as well. And this comment was from Shayna Berry 3181. And she says, this routine is definitely inspiring because it is natural and efficient. The simple things are truly the best. And that was a comment from one of you all on my last video where I posted my maintenance routine. What I love about YouTube, I love connecting with like-minded people. It made me so happy to see that comment. You guys don't know this, but it was pretty tough for me to upload my last video because I thought that routine was way too simple and that it wasn't in depth or maintenance in order for me to put it on YouTube. This comment actually made me check myself and realize that I am too being pressed by the social media standard of what maintenance looks like, self-care maintenance looks like, or what self-care looks like. Thank you to that person who brought me back to reality. So today I'm gonna be sharing another simple self-care guide with you guys. And I actually started enjoying self-care a lot more when I decided to start tailoring it to myself and not, you know, going according to what society does. Hopefully this routine and guide is going to inspire you guys. Don't feel pressured. Take what you need from this video, leave the rest, and let's get into it. And you don't have to change a thing. The world could change its heart. So my first self-care tip, and this is a no spend activity that you guys can do. I'm going to be giving you guys no spend activities, and I'm gonna as well be giving you activities that are kind of like low cost. Huge tip that I love so much, writing a list down of energy takers and energy givers. And by recognizing these differences within your routine, you can focus on things that increase your energy. You can focus on activities that provide you with positive energy and minimize those that feel very draining. Honestly, this type of awareness is going to help you to manage your routines a lot better because you're going to know, okay, when I do this certain activity, I feel really good. But if I go on to this activity, I don't feel so well. Energy giver example would be going out to the park, going out in nature, feeling really good with friends, going out for a night out. Maybe those things give you energy, make you feel really good. Whereas scrolling on your phone all day, being around draining people, listening to negative stuff on the TV, those are gonna be your energy takers. And those are gonna be the activities that you don't wanna include in your self-care routine. And you wanna kind of like take a break from those. This is going to help you to balance out your routines. You don't want too many of those in your routine, of course. So I wanna talk about digital detox because this is a big one. it can be done in a way that is not so extreme. So let's talk about it. I've realized that social media is the main reason why people feel the need to constantly compare themselves and strive for unrealistic standards. Honestly, taking a break is an act of self-care. Me as a YouTuber, I had to be on social media a lot. What I found has helped me is making sure that I use social media in a healthier way. And I'll do like a separate video on all of this, but using it in a healthier way is really the only way to use social media, because if you use it in an opposite way, it's gonna take the opposite effect and you're gonna be on the horrible side of social media. Social media can be a huge resource for, you know, looking at other people's lives, being into stuff that really doesn't have much to do with you, and it can put you in a space where you're constantly comparing yourself and striving for unrealistic standards. There's the bathroom fan on and it won't turn off, so hope you guys can hear me. But I love using hair products and beauty products that match my values. I've always bought that way since I started to live like a more natural lifestyle, and I feel like that's a really good way for me personally to make sure that I'm getting like meaningful things and not just like buying anything. It also makes it a more meaningful experience when you are buying, because you are not just grabbing things just because they're in trend. So I'm gonna be doing my hair. I wanted to include this in this video. My hair right now is super dry. It needs like some TLC to the max. I'm gonna be going out, so I'm gonna have to do like a little trick that I'm gonna show you guys, and that's just me doing a deep moisture routine on my hair. But since I'm gonna be going out, I'm going to have to make it look like presentable, because I'm gonna be basically deep conditioning my hair while I'm out in like public. I would like to get to know if I could be the kind of girl that you could be down for. 'Cause when I look at you, I feel something tell me that you're the kind of guy that should make a move on. And if I don't let you know, then I won't be for real. I could be wrong, but I feel like something could be going on. The more I see it wrong, then it becomes so true. There ain't no other for me, it's only you. I wanna be down with what you go. I wanna be down. No matter the time of day and night, it's gonna be down. Wanna be So another tip that I want to give you guys is to remember that where you are right now is exactly where you're supposed to be. And I know that's like an annoying tip to hear, because you're like, oh my gosh, but I'm not where I need to be. I honestly feel that remembering to appreciate where you are right now is going to help you be present in the now. So one way to do this where you're present in your now is going to be things like working out, exercising. That helps you to be present within the now. And also exercising helps you to release things. So when you're sweating, you're releasing toxins. Taking care of your mental well-being is another thing that's going to help you to stay present. So like I mentioned in the beginning, writing out lists for yourself, energy givers, energy takers, that's going to help you have those little breakthroughs to see like, oh, okay, I realize that I do this energy taker a lot. I do it every single day. So maybe I should minimize that. It's going to help you become aware of your environment and not just going on autopilot through life. I love eating healthy meals, so I'm going to put that in this video. If you are wanting to be more present, I honestly think that putting a lot of intention into your meals and thinking about the things that you're eating and putting into your body is also going to help you to be present, because you're intentionally doing things, and that in itself is a present activity, doing things like starting your morning off on a positive note, however that looks for you. For some people, it looks like going out on a walk. For others, it looks like just, you know, sitting down, having some herbal tea, watching some TV. And I know you guys are like, oh my God, these are like everyday things. These are not really special things. These don't feel special. I thought self-care day was supposed to be special. Well, you can make these little activities special to you. So these are all activities that are going to add up if you're doing them constantly, and it's going to make a big effect in your life. Those are activities that you absolutely need, and they're not just dopamine hit activities. They're actually things that have longevity, and little by little will start to change your life. We're going to talk about hygiene. Of course, keeping clean is an important step within your self-care. Physical hygiene, spiritual hygiene, they're both important aspects of maintaining overall well-being. So to be honest, in the shower, I like to use products that are going to be very tailored to my values. So the soaps that I like to use are going to be like more natural soaps that have essential oils and things like that in them. I'm going to give you guys a full detail haul one day. I also like to use pH balance soaps. So soaps that are not going to disturb the pH, those are really good to use. I love my tongue scraper. This is also really good for digestion. If you guys didn't know, scraping your tongue and getting your tongue clean is going to be good for helping you to digest. This is a mouthwash that I actually love to use as well. This is my favorite mouthwash. It doesn't have all the nasty ingredients in it that, you know, other mouthwash have in them. And I've been using this particular brand for years. See, I did mention spiritual hygiene because spiritual hygiene to me is just as important as physical hygiene. This is going to involve more of an emotional aspect, connecting with God, prayer, meditation. Those are going to be spiritual hygiene, self-care activities that you can do. It does refresh you to just be out in nature. You can either go to the beach, be out of the water. The water is very cleansing. Those type of activities are really good for spiritual hygiene. Those activities also help you to feel more balanced and in harmony in your life. It helps you to bring yourself back and like, okay, it's gonna be okay. So I feel like that this was a jam-packed video, and I do have another tip. I wanted to tell you guys about lavender oil. Sometimes before bed, for a good sleep and a natural glow up, I love to put lavender oil in my diffuser. So as you guys can see, I have my diffuser going. I absolutely love lavender oil. It honestly does, like, when I first heard about lavender essential oil and the people were like, oh, it like helps you to get sleep and all that stuff, I thought, no oil is gonna help you go to sleep. Trust me, this oil is gonna help you to go to sleep. It calms you down. I don't know what it is about lavender. Also, a while back, I started to incorporate posture exercises into my routine before I go to bed. Doing posture exercises before you go to bed is a good tip that you guys can probably do. I keep adding on tips as we go, but I want to tell you guys as much as I can in this video. Sit back and relax and enjoy your night. So have like an hour before you go to bed to just relax, especially if you're a mom. You can use this time to think about how much you have to offer to yourself as well. You can rely on your own self and your own strength. And with so much distractions around, it can be a lot because you're wondering like, okay, am I doing enough? Like, is my routine good? You honestly have all that you need to create your life the way that you want to create it, and it can be tailored to you. You can do this for yourself, and then as long as it's coming from a pure place. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure that you give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you're new here. And hopefully this video inspired you guys to, you know, block out the noise, still love self-care, and let me know down in the comment section what you guys are going to be incorporating into your self-care routine, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye. If you're enjoying this video, consider subscribing if you like. Follow me on Instagram, and if you have a question or just want to say hi and let me know that you're a part of the YouTube fam, feel free to send me a DM and I'll connect back with you.